He turned to face the peak of the mountain and saw a monstrous figure, much like a shadow. Enoch could not make out a face, nor the colour of its skin. He could only see its outline. Its shoulders were broad and heavy, its waist thin and physique masculine. Beside the shadowy figure was a dark and mysterious hole that stood vertically and whose depth reached for all eternity. Enoch's heart began to flutter like the beating wings of a butterfly. He could feel it knocking on his chest. The acclivity of emotion that swirled within his soul wanted to explore the mysteries that were within the black hole. But his mind felt differently. What lay on the other side he could not see. Was it death? If he were to follow the pull of his heart, would he ever return to the place that he loved? Or would he be lost in the endless bounds of curiosity, never finding his way home? All these things and more he thought, and he wondered where the voice that called his name was now. Enoch took a step forward, the pace of his beating heart getting ever faster. Another step he took, and then one more. He looked at the cumbersome adumbrate, but he did not fear its unyielding presence of power. Instead, his mind was at ease. Enoch closed his eyes and let the darkness consume him. Enoch's eyes unhinged from the clasp of fear, but his heart kept its rolling beat. He could see the earth and the heavens, the ways the wind moved and the pattern of the ocean's flow. Then he gazed upon the expanse that was forever, but he could see its ends. The four winds he could see, which bound the earth to the heaven, and the heaven to the earth. The shadow that stood before the endless portal now stood beside Enoch. The shadow strode forward and gestured for him to follow. Enoch was hesitant, with nerves snapping like bolts of light, sending signals to his brain, all the signs of caution and prudence. He took a deep breath and followed the towering figure, and the creature told him where he was. Steady your heart, Enoch, for this is not your death. You are in the bounds of Empyrine and Terra. See how the two are held together. Below was the foundation of the earth and the four winds which bear the firmament of heaven. The four pillars of fire, vibrant and glorious, connected the world to one another. Enoch's mind marveled at the sights that were before him, and he began to write all that he saw and all that was told him with the light of his pen. The apparition spoke again, its voice full and imposing. See everything that takes place in the highest. How they do not change their orbits, how they rise and set in the order in which they were destined, and how they never waver from their purpose. It is the same upon the world in which you live, how the season of the summer comes as it should, so too the winter. Observe the purpose of the oceans, the clouds, and even the dew that rest upon the grass on a mild morning of a summer day. Note the trees and how they bear fruit, and see the rivers and clear lakes. Observe how they give sustenance and never falter from their design. Hold in mind, these are eternal, as they do not sin against their cause. The eternal being paused as Enoch scanned the grand design, and then the eidolon continued. Now behold the people of the world. Their sins vary in severity, and in their transgressions the world which is for them to do as they will suffers, and so they too suffer, and thus their days upon the earth are numbered. You can see now, even before you came here, that your home will soon burn bright in reds and orange, and then fall dull in grey, and be buried in the blackness. Enoch saw his home, the edifice of the clouds in their dissolving end, the welcoming of the seasons and how they circled one another, being one but never one. He saw the portals of the sun and the moon, and how the earth waltzed with the moon, and how the earth and the moon danced with the sun like the slow and steady course of a foxtrot. His eyes wept at the beauty of the bond between the heaven and the earth. To him it was the magnum opus, a design pure and exalted, without flaw, eternal and everlasting. Do not drip the salted tears within your eyes, for there is more for you to see, but now you must go and tell those of what you have witnessed. When you speak the words you have scribbled with your pen, many will hurl imprecations at you, and you will be very much alone. Keep those closest in your heart with a firm grip, for even they may waver in the howl of the terror, in the wind of the storm. Go in peace, Enoch, said the spiring spirit, as he opened a portal which was dark and endured forever and ever. Enoch closed his eyes and walked again into the blackness.